Hello friends, this is Akash Misra here and welcome back to my YouTube channel, that is Mechanical Engineering Make Easy. In that we are discussing strength of material. This is 7th lecture, and in previous lecture we have discussed some concepts like some properties of material, etc. Okay, and in this lecture we are going to discuss the Poisson's ratio and Hooke's law. So we will start with Poisson's ratio. What exactly Poisson's ratio is? That is nothing but minus of lateral strain upon axial strain. So lateral strain means the normal strain to the axis. If this is one material, so then this will be the axis. So the strain which is perpendicular to this axis will be lateral strain, and the axial strain means the strain which is in line of that action. Okay, that axis, that is nothing but axial strain. So if we are considering xy plane, that will be minus of epsilon y upon epsilon x, and if we are considering xz plane, in that case that will become minus of epsilon z upon epsilon x. So this is nothing but Poisson's ratio, that is lateral strain upon axial strain. So for different materials the Poisson's ratio value is going to vary. So generally the Poisson's ratio value varies from 0.25 to 0.35, but this is only general range. There are some different materials also which have the value in negative also, which have value near about 1 also. Okay, so that values are going to vary, but in general case number of materials falls under this range, that is 0.25 to 0.35. and as it is strain upon strain, so unitless quantity it is. Already strain is unitless, and this is also ratio of strain upon strain, so it is also unitless quantity. Okay, then maximum Poisson's ratio value is 0.5 for ideal elastic incompressible material. Okay, for ideal elastic incompressible material, the maximum value of Poisson's ratio is 0.5. Okay, and it is the value only for ideal elastic incompressible material, and there is no any material which is ideal elastic incompressible. This is only theoretical concept. Okay, and then we will look some another points, like for genetic or oxidic material the mu value will nearly equal to -1. Okay, that mu value will nearly equal to -1 for which materials? The materials like genetics or oxidic material. Okay, like our body tissues, etc. So for that the Poisson's ratio value is nearly equal to -1. Okay, then next parameter we will look for carbon nanotubes, then folded sheet materials and honeycomb oxidic material, that mu value will be greater than 0.5. If there is carbon nanotube, then honeycomb you may know, then next is folded sheet metal. Okay, so for that materials the Poisson's ratio value will be greater than 0.5. Okay, so for carbon nanotube, honeycomb, and next is nothing but folded sheet material, so for that the mu value will be greater than 0.5. Then we will look some another values. So I will just remove it. So material and here mu. Okay, so for cork the mu value is 0. Then for concrete the mu value is 0.1 to 0.2. Then next is cast iron. For cast iron that value will be 0.2 to 0.3. Then next is aluminium. For aluminium that value will be nearly 0.33. Then for steel that value will be 0.27 to 0.3. And for brass that value will be 0.34. Then for gold that value will be 0.44. For glass that value will be 0.2 to 0.27. And next is for incompressible materials, paraffins, clay, okay, rubber, So that materials, that is nothing but incompressible materials, paraffins, clay and rubber. For that the value will be exactly 0.5, as that material is incompressible material. Okay, like you can take example of clay, that we can compress that. Okay, likewise, uh, so for that the value will be exactly 0.5. So these are some values, and these values are important for our gate point of view. That's why I have given you, because in cork, then concrete, cast iron, aluminum, steel, brass, gold, glass, these kind of materials we uses normally. So that's why we should know the values, general values of these kind of materials, so that while solving numericals we will not face any kind of problem there. Okay, so note down these all for values, and this value is for incompressible materials, paraffins, clay and rubber. The value is 0.5. These all values are of Poisson's ratio. Then we will look another concept, and that is nothing but Hooke's law, that is generalized Hooke's law. Okay, generalized Hooke's law, and it is have another name, that is nothing but homogeneous isotropic material. If there is homogeneous material which is isotropic, then for that material this generalized Hooke's law is designed for that material, that is that material is homogeneous isotropic material. So what exactly this law gives us value of epsilon x, epsilon y and epsilon z depending on the sigma and that sigma and mu and E value. What is sigma? Sigma is stress, then mu is Poisson's ratio, and E is modulus of elasticity. So depending on that three values we will get the value of epsilon x, epsilon y and epsilon z. This is nothing but Hooke's law. So epsilon x will equal to sigma x upon E minus mu sigma y upon E minus mu sigma z upon E. So what exactly epsilon x is nothing but sigma x upon E minus mu sigma y upon E minus mu sigma z upon E. Similarly, epsilon y will equal to sigma y upon E minus mu sigma z upon E minus mu sigma x upon E. Okay, means if we are considering y direction, then the stress in y direction will be positive and another stresses will be negative, and ultimately the Poisson's ratio will be multiplied to that stresses. So this is basic of that. Similarly, epsilon z will equal to sigma z upon E minus mu sigma x upon E minus mu sigma y upon E. So note down these all three formulas. These three formulas are too much important for our gate point of view and study point of view, because there is very high probability that the question will come from the Hooke's law. Okay, so if we have value of sigma x, sigma y, sigma z, mu and E, then we can calculate all three parameters of strain, that is strain in x direction, strain in y direction, strain in z direction. And if we know strain in x direction, y direction and z direction, then we can calculate volumetric strain, that is nothing but epsilon v, which is equal to epsilon x plus epsilon y plus epsilon z. So we can calculate the volumetric strain from these three values. That's why note down these values also and this concept also. This concept I think we have studied in previous lecture, but still note down that concept also. Okay, so now we will move towards our last topic of lecture, that is nothing but bonus point. Today's bonus points are also too much important, because we are going to take a look of the relation between the parameter, that is E, G and mu. Okay, E, G, mu and K, that is nothing but modulus of elasticity, modulus of rigidity, Poisson's ratio and that bulk modulus. So bonus point. If you are enjoying my session, then please like, share and subscribe. And if you have any suggestion, then you can comment me, and you can join my Telegram channel for latest updates. The link is in description box. Otherwise you can go to Telegram and simply search the Mechanical Engineering Make Easy. You will get there. Okay, and I have designed separate playlist for all the separate subjects, so go there and watch all that videos. So bonus point, that is nothing but relation between E, G and K, and in between them we will get the value of mu also, like E equal to 2G1 plus mu, then E equal to 3K1 minus 2 mu. Okay, and next is E equal to 9kg upon 3k plus g. Okay, these are formulas, relation between E, G and K. First relation we will get the value, okay, the G, mu and E. Second will be mu, K and E, and third will be E, K and G. Okay, means modulus of elasticity, modulus of rigidity, bulk modulus and Poisson's ratio we will get the relation. These three relations are too much important, because from these three relations we can calculate the any unknown thing. Okay, so note down these all three relations, and in next lecture again we will come up with some concepts like for straight bar what will be the change in length, for normal cross section bar what will be the change in length, etc, etc. So we will look that in next lecture. Up till now you can watch my other videos. I have designed separate playlist for all the separate subjects, so go to my channel and watch all that videos. Okay friends, so we will meet again. Thank you.